Hello, today John's going to show you how to grow sweet pea seeds using a loo roll. Hello, I'm Melanie, one half of John Horsey Horticulture, helping you at-home gardeners develop your gardening skills, whether it's by showing you how to sow seeds, how to take cuttings, how to prune, and much, much more. So if you like learning those things, do consider subscribing to our channel. Press the notification bell, it'll just let you know every time we upload a new video next to the subscribe button.
Hello, this afternoon it stopped raining for once, so we're going to get on with a little bit of seed sowing. I'm going to start off by sowing some sweet peas. You can sow sweet peas in the autumn and they come through quite well and give you an earlier crop. But it's quite nice to get a crop going now in March when they will give you later flowers, because however much you deadhead them to keep them going, they do actually get to a stage when they sort of almost run out of energy, and a later sowing does quite well. Now I like to do these in toilet rolls. These are old toilet rolls, and they're quite useful because it's a sustainable way of doing it. They'd be recycled otherwise. But I'm going to actually sow the sweet peas in here, and by the time that the sweet pea has germinated, the cardboard will have started to become really soft. The roots will come through, and when they're at the right stage to be planted out, we can lift the whole lot out, put it straight in the ground, and it won't get any disturbance from being replanted. So that's the plan. Here I've got them. I've got 12 of them in a little tray, and the next stage, of course, is to fill them up with compost. I'm using a John Innes seed compost. Sometimes I put a little bit of grit in if I think it needs a bit better drainage, but it's a jolly good general purpose seed sowing compost. As with all seed, you've got to remember that the plant wants to have contact with moisture, so the compost is going to be able to hold moisture, but at the same time you've got to have air in there, so it's quite important to get air in, and that's where I often put a little bit of grit in to make sure there's plenty of, well, not air, oxygen really, getting into the roots so they can grow. So we'll start off first of all by filling all these little tubes up with the compost. I'm not going to fill them too much, just make sure they're all full up to the top, and there we are. Off the top, off it goes. You get a little in between the pots, but it will hold it up and it won't do any harm whatsoever. And a bit more on the front there, and that one there. Now I'm going to have to show you something I did yesterday actually before I go any further. It always pays with sweet peas to soak them, and the reason is that they do tend to go into some sort of dormancy, and before they'll germinate they really need somehow to break that dormancy. In the old days we used to get a knife and we used to chip them, but that's always a bit of a risk because there's a chance you'll get the embryo and damage them. Much safer to soak them overnight, and this is what I've done. I put our sweet peas in some water. I put them in last night. I can see that they're starting to split a little bit. They've certainly almost doubled in size, so I know that it's all working well. So before I go any further, I've got to drain this water off and get the sweet peas out to use. So let's put them in with a daffy. Just bet they could do with a drink. 24 hours makes such a difference. You put them in the lid there so we know what we're doing, and then it's simply a matter of popping one in each tube. Now when you sow seeds you should try and make sure that there's as much as much compost above the seed as the depth of the seed. To be on the safe side I actually do it a little deeper. I go about 1.5. So I put one on the top, I just push it in like that and just pop it around each one of the tubes. Okay, just go along there and just pop the soil over them, compost over them, sorry, not soil. Over the top. There we go, all covered up nicely. And Beautiful. Now all I need to do is to give these good water, put a label in them, although it's pretty obvious. I think this is the only thing I've sewn in tubes like this. Put that in the back. Into as warm a place as possible, really. Not really hot, obviously, but just nicely warm, and they'll be out within a couple of weeks.
Well, that's all for today, folks. We very much enjoyed having you with us in our Somerset garden, and if you like that, do consider giving us a thumbs up, do consider subscribing to our channel, and don't forget to press that all-important notification bell. We look forward to seeing you next time.